There's a lot of Kingdom Hearts games, nearly 14 to be exact, not counting final mixes, remixes, and movies, and there's 2 more on the way. Among this pool of Kingdom Hearts titles, however, are ideas and projects that never would see the light of day, and would rather be lost in the realm of darkness. Today, I want to talk about some of these cancelled Kingdom Hearts projects, while speculating on perhaps what got them cancelled in the first place. The first cancelled Kingdom Hearts game we'll be talking about is a popularly known one, and that is Kingdom Hearts VCast. Kingdom Hearts VCast is quite possibly what a Kingdom Hearts game would look like with no Square Enix involvement. Kingdom Hearts VCast was developed by Superscape and published by Walt Disney, more specifically a section of Disney that was working with mobile networks at the time. This is why Kingdom Hearts VCast was created, to be a launch title for the Verizon Wireless. Now, for a long time, we didn't know all too much about Kingdom Hearts VCast, unless you had a Verizon phone. However, nowadays, a lot of Kingdom Hearts VCast has been emulated with the exception of the Wonderland chapter in the game. We have footage of everything else though, a new world called Swashbuckler's Island, Agrabah, and at the time, a first ever world in the Kingdom Hearts series before later appearing in Birth by Sleep, Maleficent's Castle, which would serve as the final chapter for the game. The general scope of the story is that Sora, Donald, and Goofy are asleep on the Gummy ship as a creature sneaks onto the ship and invades Sora's dreams. The combat for this game was a extremely clunky version and attempt at regular Kingdom Hearts combat, and the graphics, of course being developed for mobile phones in the 2000s, looked, well, the way that it did. The coolest thing about this game is probably the music, which isn't that bad. This actually being a rarity for Kingdom Hearts, this game luckily was never canon or planned to be. Now, regarding the word cancelled with this game, despite popular belief, this game actually was finished in quotations. However, the game would eventually be shut down in December of 2012. This game, though, was basically unknown to 98% of Kingdom Hearts fans during that entire period, and the people who were aware of this Kingdom Hearts game, most of them did not play it. This game will largely retain its name in the history books for Kingdom Hearts by being a meme. Though now that most of the game is archived and you can find a lot of gameplay of it on YouTube, it remains an interesting piece of the Kingdom Hearts history as the franchise's first attempt at a mobile game, though not the last. Right quick though, if you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts and want to see more video topics like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to go even further in supporting the channel, we do now have a Patreon that is linked down below in the description, which can give you early access to some videos such as this one. As we transition to another canceled Kingdom Hearts mobile game, Kingdom Hearts Fragmented Keys. This was a mobile game being developed in 2013 during the rise of smartphone games. The concept was to have multiple Kingdom Hearts heroes transported to Disney worlds, and I must say, this world list was quite insane, and there's concept art for all of it, on top of a brand new original world called Newtown, which the concept art for this reminds me of Main Street at Magic Kingdom in Disney World. But this game was going to feature worlds like Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Lilo and Stitch, Star Wars, Tron, Tangled, Peter Pan, and Snow White. This is one of the craziest world lists in a Kingdom Hearts game, if this game did come true. Worlds like Star Wars have never been in Kingdom Hearts, and worlds like Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, and Frozen wouldn't appear in the series for another couple of years. Looking at the concept art for this game, it falls in line with what possibly was another canceled Kingdom Hearts project, Kingdom Hearts Online. It's possible these two games are similar, or perhaps that Kingdom Hearts Online would eventually turn into Kingdom Hearts Fragmented Keys. It's unknown whether a lot of these worlds made it past the concept designs, but according to one of the developers who worked on the project, it was, quote, deep into development before they left the studio. This game, based on its artwork and title screen, seemed to have had custom characters you could design yourself, which is pretty much every Kingdom Hearts fan's dream, and is an aspect a lot of people came to love about Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. This game was going to be available on iOS and Android and was another Disney-only Kingdom Hearts game from what I researched. It's very interesting that both of the Disney-only Kingdom Hearts games would end up being canceled or become lost media, almost like Kingdom Hearts Coded, which was actually going to be on the Wii at one point. Kingdom Hearts Coded was the phone version of what Recoded would end up being. However, Kingdom Hearts Coded was released episodically, and they planned on releasing all the episodes on WiiWare, which was Nintendo's store for the Wii. This was talked about in the Kingdom Hearts Recoded Ultimania interviews. It would never happen, however, and instead, and probably for the better, we ended up getting Kingdom Hearts Recoded on the DS. Now, this one is a little more mysterious, and there's literally zero information on what this following project was, just that it existed. In the Ultimania for Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, back in 2012, the interviewer gets into a conversation with the director about a sequel to Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, talking about the secret ending of the game featuring Aqua that would eventually lead to 0.2. While that project was something Nomura wanted to make, he didn't quite know when they'd get the chance to. However, after the release of Days on the DS, the director had a mystery cage project that got a interesting reaction out of the producer when pitched. This was mentioned in the Days Ultimania interview, but was mentioned again here, when the interviewer would ask if that project was Kingdom Hearts 3D, referring to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. This was a project planned to be made after Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, but the project was stopped and they would make Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance for the 3DS instead. Upon first reading this comment, you would think he's talking about Birth by Sleep Volume 2, which wasn't being made at the time. However, quite literally in the previous question, Nomura would still give hope to Birth by Sleep Volume 2 being developed. But with this, the director is stern about this project not starting again, so this leads to us believing this was an entirely different project that got cancelled before Dream Drop Distance released. Now, you would think it ends there, but this game was originally mentioned in the Days Ultimania back in 2009, so let's visit the original interview where this game was talked about, and the comments that led to it. In the previous question before the statement, Nomura talks about another game connecting Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 1. Keep in mind, this was before Birth by Sleep was released, but was already announced. Who knows, I already have ideas for the next installment, but since Birth by Sleep isn't even out yet, I don't have to think about it until a while from now. Recently, everyone keeps asking me when I'm planning on coming out with Kingdom Hearts 3, even though I'm currently busy with Final Fantasy Versus 13. I'm also thinking that it's almost time to start thinking about it seriously, though it's entirely possible that the next game in the series won't be Kingdom Hearts 3. Keep in mind, again, this was an interview in 2009. And of course, the original comment we've been referencing here, asking what will this game be, I can't say that quite yet, but it will be more official than a side story. I actually told the producer this recently, and he said, "What? It's the mystery cage." Of course, I am also thinking about Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I'm like 90% overthinking here, I'm sure, but just to speculate, what if Nomura's intentions of combining Kingdom Hearts and Versus 13's worlds were always there, at least as of Kingdom Hearts 2 and after, around when Versus 13 was in concept and development? There's plenty of interviews and discussions highlighting how Nomura sees Sora and Noctis as his two marquee characters. I'm just saying, based on Nomura working on Versus 13 at the time, along with this mystery Kingdom Hearts game he was cooking up ideas for, that wouldn't theoretically release until years later, what if this mystery game was supposed to be a link between the two titles, or at least some sort of half link? I just find a lot of things regarding Versus 13 and Kingdom Hearts very convenient, and things feel very eerie knowing now that the inspiration behind the project is getting new life in Kingdom Hearts 4, with Yozora and Verum Rex. So reading these old interviews puts a new perspective on things that I might go even deeper in another video. Anyways, enough theories. We mentioned a couple of times now a game called Birth by Sleep Volume 2. After the release of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which was very popular among new and old Kingdom Hearts fans, there was an obsession over Birth by Sleep Volume 2, the sequel or extended story to Birth by Sleep starring Aqua in the Realm of Darkness. Understandably, since one of the most beloved characters in the series was just kind of trapped there for like 10 years, almost literally 2, since Kingdom Hearts 3 wouldn't happen until 2019 and this game released in 2010. The journey to Birth by Sleep Volume 2 is a whole thing within itself. It was clear Nomura really wanted to do the game, though didn't have the time in the midst of anticipating Kingdom Hearts 3, while also receiving numerous remixes and collections. They would even remaster the teaser that would allude to Birth by Sleep Volume 2, despite it already being years since Birth by Sleep released, with no sign of a sequel possibly happening. We were led to believe that outside of the remixes and the story going on with the Key Saga, that Birth by Sleep Volume 2 would be cancelled. In a way, maybe it was. What we would end up getting is a game with the exact same premise and promises pretty much. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. Still a mouthful. This game would cover the story that happened deep in the depths of darkness, which Aqua was trapped in, and was an amazing experience and would serve as a sort of appetizer for Kingdom Hearts 3. It was even mentioned that this game potentially was going to be in the opening to Kingdom Hearts 3, but would be released separately to tide over fans. This is probably the first uncancelled project to happen for Kingdom Hearts. It was never technically cancelled, but was definitely lost for a bit. It's interesting to speculate about the original title for the game, Birth by Sleep Volume 2. The game we ended up getting was bundled with other Kingdom Hearts experiences as part of a collection, Dream Drop Distance and Key Back Cover. However, what if this game did release separately sometime after Birth by Sleep? Would the game have been longer? Would we have gotten a lot more story? Maybe a deeper dive into what exactly happened with Mickey while he was down there? There's a lot of possibilities with the scenario of it being a full game package, though what we did end up getting was amazing, and definitely something I'll never forget. I want to say thank you to everyone who came with today's video. This was a really fun video to make. I learned a lot about some of these things myself while reacquainting myself with Ultimanias and old interviews and concept arts. This was just a lot of fun, and I hope you had just as much fun watching. If you did, and maybe want a sneak peek into other products I'm working on, check out the Patreon. The link is down below in the description, and it helps the channel out a ton. Other than that, if you enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share it with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you're not already and want to become part of the union, all you have to do is hit a red subscribe button down below. I'm Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, guys. Bye.
Now she's a daydreamer. She's always thinking about him. No more room in this picture for you to fit in. Now she's crying on the phone, telling you she's not good enough for him. When you think that she is